Hello and welcome back. Today, by the title, you can see we're going to be doing What If the Ottomans Came Back? A very long-lasting empire about to become more long-lasting. They're going to return. So basically what's going to happen is first I have to do a revolution, as why not? So we all know how, well actually I don't know. I don't know how it's going to turn out, how the Ottomans are going to come back. Let me think. Let's just say, old, I don't know. Let's just say, to Ottoman supporters and old monarchies of Ottomans that are somehow still alive, even though they're not. Let's say grandchildren of the Ottomans are still alive. They go ahead and rebel, and they capture Istanbul, the old capital of the Byzantines, and also the Ottomans. Traditionally, so cool. And now the Ottomans, with this really small amount of land, are about to expand it, and yeah, so cool. They go ahead and expand, immediately capturing this little area. And with NATO being immediately activated to stop this Ottoman Empire, some people do also start supporting the Ottomans, including Greece, Bulgaria, Albania, Kosovo, and Romania. And also, wait, never mind, no one in the Middle East would actually want to help. So with this, they do continue their way down, and they are doing pretty damn well, capturing a lot of the coast. The Ottomans are spending a lot of their economy on military. So that's why they're actually winning, and also because they're getting support from Russia and China and Iran and any Russian ally, mainly. But yeah. And with this, towards the Ottomans. The Ottomans have already captured over half of Egypt, doing quite well. And Turkey, it just surrenders, as I do not want to do the rest of the thing. I just want to get this over with so I can make the second part of the video. I don't have to upload again today. I might though, because I might enjoy it. And next, the Ottomans do start moving in over here, which, even though they declared war, didn't really send any troops. They just started sending troops into Turkey to help them. And Greece is mainly first, and then Albania and Kosovo. Well, that's not gonna go too well for Albania nor Kosovo, as the Albanian and Kosovo armies aren't really much of an army. They're just well, Albania has an army. Kosovo doesn't really have much of an army. Albania, they're gonna lose. And if they do fully annex it, so cool. And just erase these borders. Holy moly. Just erase these. Oopsies. And they do launch an invasion of Bulgaria. A little bit of a flashback to good old times. Bulgaria, being quite easily trampled on, is fully annexed, and all that's really left is Greece and Romania. Greece just surrenders after having, well, quite the large amount of their land taken over. And next up, they also do Ottomans invade Serbia and Bosnia and Herzegovina and Croatia. But they don't have the border yet, so that's not good. But they do have a navy. They launched an invasion of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Croatian military, including Serbian military, do arrive to help. But their military ain't gonna stop the Ottomans. And looks like, they fully annexed Bosnia and Herzegovina, and from both sides they enter. Over here, encircling Montenegro, which likes to pretend never left Serbia. Well, no, it did. Let's just say it was actually there, and they fully annexed it. But Serbia is continued on and starts really losing. Oh, never mind. Okay, that little bit I just said that was Cyprus, no, not Cyprus, Kosovo. That was actually North Macedonia right there. So, sorry, I meant to say North Macedonia and Kosovo. Let's just pretend Kosovo is actually still here, and they were taken over. Yeah, perfect, right there. And Serbia is also fully annexed, and I already said this. Bosnia and Herzegovina is also fully annexed. And we already have a nice looking Ottoman Empire in Egypt. I mean, not Egypt, in Asia, no, in Europe. But the Turkish army are gonna go ahead and take a little break, and they're gonna go ahead and start focusing on here. And here, they do declare war on basically everyone in the Middle East. Well, not everyone just yet, but they will soon, as well they can't take on all the Middle East just yet, as their army is quite superior, or like all of the army together could defeat the Ottomans. So they're just gonna start with the Caucasus and also just this whole area right here. They do enter Syria and also enter Georgia. Not that hard, but they also not that. Oh my goodness, quite easily taken over Georgia, because Georgia's military is not too great. It's good, but what am I saying? Good? It's awful. It's not even good. It's not even in the top 50, I don't think. And through here, Armenia. Well, they do get pretty damn far. And yeah. Annexing Armenia and Georgia. Next up on the list, Azerbaijan, which, since they're old allies of Turkey, they just want to be allies with them. And because I don't want to do Azerbaijan, as the borders are not cool with me, they're just going to be fully annexed quite easily. Next up, they invade Iran while already being at war with a lot. They are pushed back a tiny bit in Syria, but they are eventually just ground pounded. And Syria is split in half and is forced to surrender. And next up, we're going to talk about Iran. Iran being invaded. Well, the Iranian army had probably at this point just got their new nuclear missile, being hit by Russia, and also already having quite the powerful army, and it is growing still. This is going to be quite the stalemate, if I have to say. The Turkish armies, or Ottoman armies, do make bits of advancements, even launching a naval invasion right over here, but that does fail. And the Turkish do make, or the Ottomans do make really small advancements, like on this coast over here. But yeah, the war is just quite slow, as the Turkish has already captured the most they really could, and are just making small advancements now. So after just stealing that, I forgot they do fully annex Syria. And next up, Iraq. Through the Iranian waters they've captured, they enter here and over here in hopes of encircling this little bit, which a lot of the armies are already going to. But the Iraqi armies do start pushing the Turkish armies back. Obviously, I call them Turkish. But yeah, it is getting really tough for the Ottomans as Jordan, Israel, and Palestine, and Lebanon, whatever the hell you call this. Don't ask why Israel's supporting them. Just don't ask. Don't ask why they're working together too. Really don't. That would never happen in real life. But for the sake of the video, it is. And with the Israeli army being quite nice, defeating Egypt, Jordan, and Palestine, and Lebanon, and Syria, and stuff all combined in like 6 days. Yeah, that's quite the strong military. Including with all the other ones, including Iraq supporting this front. Yeah, they're gonna go pretty far. And even some of the Ottoman fronts, Turkish fronts, Ottoman, I don't know, are getting a little pushback, but eventually the Turkish do have to just not do this the encirclement and just do a plain on border. But yeah, so far in the Israeli front, they are losing still. But over here in the Iraqi front, they do make quite the large pushback, or quite the large push into Iran. But that was just out of luck as they started bombing the hell out of Iranian army over here. Iraq does make some advancements back, even taking this chunk of land. And the Turkish are kind of losing on this front, if I have to say. They've lost a lot of Syria, and yeah. In Iraq, it's kind of just a stalemate from here. Iraq does make some pushbacks. I'm about to cut this border off until the Turkish do make a little strategy move encircling that bit, and that in attempting to push throughout and capture a lot, but they don't really capture much. They do capture most of the southern or the northern parts of Iraq, but that's it. Over here, the Israeli army is getting a little rusty, losing a lot of men, and the Ottomans do start pushing them back. But they're already calling for more allies, so they do get more allies. Well, not Tunisia. Tunisia wouldn't help. And the Turkey is already having to face a lot more. With this upgraded red team, well, the Turkish armies are about to be pushed back quite a lot. In fact, pushed back all the way to mainland Turkey, where they do not stop their advancements. And yeah, they're doing quite well. I have to say, this is probably one of the most realistic videos ever. Except the Turkish are not going to lose this, spoiler. They would lose this. The Turkish army, not wanting to give up, do start their push and do make a nice move. And they start just looking like a bunch of roots, as they do not want to leave or be destroyed. They just start sending everything they can at them. Bombs, yes. Nukes, if they had nukes, yes. But no, they don't have any nukes. And the Turkish armies do manage somehow to push them all the way back to Jordan, which they do actually enter Jordan. And a lot of the advancements go to waste as well. That took a lot of military. But that did not really go to waste as much as, well, the Turkish army is weakened as hell. And in Iraq, they do make a huge advancement back, pushing the Turks all the way back to their borders. They do keep some advancements, but not really much. Over here in Iran, though, the Turkish are pushed back a lot, going all the way to their to the first stages of the war. But that is going to stop as they make a plan. If we can capture a lot of the Black Sea borders and their coastline over here in the Black Sea, that would be good. And which they do, hopefully. Basically, they're just trying to capture as much border as they have with other countries. And, well, or just going around the border. Which Iran sees this and immediately just encircles them. And now all the Turkish army over here just flees to the sea right here and goes back to the border. That was failed mission, but back in the actual front, the Turkish does see the opportunity to capture a lot of or regain a lot of the lands they once had, and they start their plan again, just with a little thicker army and thicker, in which this actually goes successfully. And through here, they will plan again to spearhead everywhere. They spearhead here, they spearhead through a spearhead, here. And even launch an encirclement through there, and even push down encircling this through there. Yeah, it's quite weird. And the Turks are all of a sudden winning in Iran, and Iran just decides not wanting any war, as the people in their country are getting a little hangry, as they've always been, as they don't like the government that much. They go ahead and surrender, gaining a lot of land. And yeah, really cool. So cool. Taking all that over, I gotta get rid of all this red stuff. And yeah, the Turkish, not really looking that Turkish anymore. They look a lot more Hunnic. If they were more southern down and not northern up. Just don't ask. That was quite dumb. Then bring that up. Yeah. Back in Iraq, after finally being able to use the armies they had in Iran and Iraq, they can send more to Iraq. Yay. And which a ton of army was used in Iran, as Iran had a better military than Iraq and probably had the strongest military out of everybody here. Besides Saudi Arabia. I'm pretty sure Saudi Arabia has a stronger army, but I don't know. Iraq are starting to lose a lot. Do just surrender and are fully annexed, sadly. That's a lot of border, sadly. And yeah, gotta erase all of that. And Iran, still keeping their government, is a little mad at the Ottomans, but they do not invade again, because we saw what just happened. The Iranis. Well, the Iranis, what do they do now? They just start stacking as much military as possible, and they might even plan for another invasion. Who knows? I know, though. And Jordan just surrenders, not wanting anything else. They are, again, fully annexed, but I'm not going to erase the borders yet, as well, quite obviously, the Turkish need to erase Israel and Palestine. Palestine goes by quickly, but Israeli armies do hold up, as they all start leaving other countries and they start just completely stacking in their country. They do a little tiny pushback, but so far they just look like they're winning. And Israeli army is pushed all the way back into a little crammed kind of corner. And, well, they are forced to surrender. Just trying to erase all these borders and thicken that up. The Ottomans are looking quite nice, but they're not the same size they used to be just about yet. To do that, they are going to invade a lot more countries, but for now, let's just keep it like they're about to invade a lot more countries. Yeah, perfect. They do invade Saudi Arabia, and don't mind the Saudi Arabia weird accents. That's not an accent, something weird enough. And Saudi Arabia really just losing immediately. Hold on, let me check. Who has a better army? I'll check the military place. I'm off. Who? Hold on. What military place is Saudi Arabia in? Huh. It says they're the 5th strongest in the world, but no, it's not. Who is the best trained army in the world? The USA? That is not true. Hmm. Huh. Okay, I don't know. It's not telling me. It just says the 5th strongest, which that's not true. It's like the 5th is like the UK or something like that. With the Saudi Arabian army crushing through Saudi Arabia, as I cannot find what their actual army is. I'm just gonna say they're weaker than Iran. And with that, the Saudi Arabians are being pushed back quite far till they do surrender. But they are not fully annexed, as that would just look weird. A lot more like a, I forget what they call those Islamic states. What are they? I don't know. But they are gonna take, holy, they are gonna take up quite the huge amount of land. Like, huge, I mean, huge. Huge. And boom. They've captured, right now the Ottomans are likely bigger than Kakistan. I see out. Yeah, I think, actually, wait, no, yeah, they are. They're bigger than Kakistan. Argentina, I think, should be bigger. I think it should be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They're definitely bigger than Algeria, just, look at the difference. They're bigger than Pakistan, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they might not be. I don't know. Can't tell. But over here, they do launch an invasion against Egypt. Don't mind why this is here. Let's pretend it's a naval invasion. And with a naval invasion right there, they do immediately focus on capturing the Suez Canal. And they do capture it, I'm pretty sure, right? Suez Canal's like right there, so yeah. After doing that, they do focus on Cairo, which is like right there. Yeah, right there, I think. So they do have to go quite down, but it ain't gonna be that long. But they're just, I don't know, so cool. They do launch another naval invasion, except even closer to Cairo, where they do encircle the capital. And after months of battling, the Egyptians do launch 2 huge armies encircling this. And the first battle for Cairo is an Egyptian victory. And even all of this is just taken back. That was a huge victory for the Egyptians. That's a big loss of the Turkish. But the Turkish are back for round 3, round 2. And instead, they just go plummet right at it. But the Turkish, after the Egyptians, even at like a couple weeks, they do eventually win it again. And the Turkish are pushed back quite a lot. But they're ready for round 3 with even more military. They start pushing around, and they enter from everywhere they can. That sounds just weird, but yeah. All over, they start thickening the outer just to stop anything from doing the but yeah. And eventually, after months and months of fighting, they do capture Cairo finally. But in that months and months, they have made some advancements and they've lost some land. And eventually, the Egyptians do reclaim Cairo again, but the Turkish do push again and reclaim Cairo. And this time, that's going to be the last time they ever try to get Cairo, because they are going to keep it. And eventually, the Egyptians do surrender. And I'm just going to go do it fully annexed completely. Next up, they go to war with Sudan and Libya. Sudan and Libya both have, not the too good of an army. Libya having like the 90-something army, and Sudan having I don't know much African placements in army. I mainly know like European, Asian, American, with America's army thing, but not Africa. I know Libya's like a 90-something, but Sudan, I don't know. And Egypt, I know Egypt's like 14th place. But yeah. Over here, they do continue down. And they are doing quite good, quite easily. And they just color that in better. Yeah. So cool. And Sudan immediately losing. Libya, I haven't done Libya yet. They do enter. And yeah. Yeah, okay, this after they defeat, after they defeat, Libya and Sudan, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video, but they haven't been defeated yet, so don't worry. They continue down, and in Sudan, they've already captured quite the large margin. But in Libya, they capture even more of a larger margin, which they do capture much parts of the border, a ton of the border, and yeah. Libya already losing definitely half their country at this point. Libya does surrender. They're not fully annexed, but they are almost with. Well, they have a lot of their land taken over. That's for sure. And over here, just gotta do that. Right. Having quite the large area taken over. Yeah, that's a lot of land, if I have to say myself. A lot of land. Just gotta erase all these borders, and okay. Back in Sudan, losing their only other person fighting the Ottomans. They are getting a little scared, and they do surrender. Not that good. That's not cool. And alright. Through here, they just take a shit ton of land. Those borders look awful. I'm changing them up. And that's a lot better. I was just doing. Anyway. They do. Alright, just gotta do this. Alright. The Turkish armies, or the Turkish Ottoman military, just gotta say it right at least once. I still have to erase the little Swiss canal type thing. Boom, bada bang, bada pow. Bada bop, pow. Let's clean this out a bit more. I'll put them back after, but yeah. This is Turkey, the Turkish Ottoman. This is the Ottoman Empire so far. They will likely get a lot larger, especially in Africa. Possibly, maybe they're gonna invade Russia. Actually, yes, they are. Maybe, I don't know, but maybe not. Yeah, probably not. But yeah. Okay, well, goodbye and have a great day, and I'll see you later.